What's up, everybody? I want to welcome you guys to my channel and to this video. If this is your first time, this is going to be part 2 of a dumbbell series that we're going to be going over some workouts specifically designed to help you build muscle and strength using specifically dumbbells to achieve that. And in this part 2, we're going to be going over a push workout. So a workout that's going to target the chest, shoulders, and triceps. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, first we're going to start out with the dumbbell flat bench chest press. And the dumbbell flat press is super effective at developing strength and muscle in the chest because it will bring results in specifically the muscle development. This is because when you start pressing with dumbbells, it allows for a greater range of motion in the press, allowing for more of the chest muscles to be activated and involved during the press, and will be placed under more tension as well, giving you better results as you press to develop it. The main muscles you're going to target in the chest is going to be the middle emphasis, the sternal fibers of the chest, the anterior shoulder, and the triceps as well. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind as you're performing your presses is as you're pressing down, you want to make sure that you just keep your elbows from flaring out too wide. You want to keep it nice and even and close to your body. You also want to keep from arcing your back and focus on keeping your back straight on the bench as you press. You don't want to be arcing your back or pushing it off as you're pressing. And you want to make sure you get a full range of motion on your dumbbell press, pressing down until those dumbbells are about at chest level and coming all the way up to a full lockout and really squeezing the chest through each rep. And on these chest presses, we're going to do a total of 5 sets. I want you to try to get 10 to 12 reps on these, and then we'll move to the next exercise. After the flat bench chest press, we're going to move to the dumbbell incline press. And the dumbbell incline press is going to be really good for developing muscle and strength in specifically the upper chest region. Being in this incline position angle as opposed to a flat bench angle like we did in the first exercise is going to activate the upper chest so that we can develop a more well-rounded chest in this workout, with also the added benefit of using dumbbells, which will give you the best range of motion and activation of the upper chest to develop it effectively. The main muscles you will target outside of the upper chest is going to be the anterior shoulder and a little bit of the tricep as well. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind as you're performing your incline press is you really just want to watch your bench angle. So you want to set the bench angle at about 30 degrees. This 30-degree angle is the best at activating the upper chest. You really want to make sure that as you're pressing up to that you squeeze your shoulder blades together while performing the movement. You also want to make sure that you keep from really arcing your back again and focus on keeping that back straight on the bench and only pushing through your core and chest to get the weight up. You want to keep your elbows again from flaring out as well and focus on getting a full range of motion, bringing the dumbbells down to about chest level and coming all the way up until full lockout, squeezing the chest and feeling it activate through each rep. And on these incline presses, we're going to do a total of 5 sets. Again, we're going to go for 10 to 12 reps on these, and then we'll move to the next exercise. All right, after the incline presses, we're going to now move to the dumbbell standing shoulder press. And the standing shoulder press is one of the best way to press when looking to build muscle and strength in the shoulders and upper body. This is because you're able to get a better range of motion and activation in the deltoids, traps, and triceps compared to when you're doing shoulder presses sitting, which will result in better muscle development. I'm also big on the standing when doing presses as well, because of how well it activates the core and lower body in the press, helping to increase power and stability through the body. The main muscles you will work in the standing shoulder press is going to be the shoulder complex as well as the triceps. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind as you're performing your standing shoulder presses is to make sure that you just keep your core tight throughout the press for better stabilization and to keep your back from arcing as you press up. You want to keep your elbows from being too straight out to the side as well, as it adds unwanted tension to the rotator cuff. And on these standing shoulder presses, you want to make sure you get a full range of motion. So going all the way down to about ear level, then pressing straight up all the way, locking out and feeling your shoulders contract through each rep. And on these shoulder presses, we want to do a total of 5 sets here. And we're going to go 10 to 12 reps, and then we'll move to the next exercise. And after the dumbbell shoulder presses, we're going to now move to the dumbbell T-raise. And the T-raise is one of the best exercises for developing that lateral head of the deltoid. The T-raise or lateral motion is one of the few shoulder movements that really isolates that outside part of the shoulder specifically to help you really develop wider and better aesthetically looking shoulders. Again, the main muscle you're going to target in the T-raise is going to be that outside lateral deltoid. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind is, first, you want to make sure that as you're raising the weight out to the side, that you lead out with your elbow first and not with your hand. You want to lead out with that elbow and really contract and flex that outside part of your shoulder. That's what's going to really activate that part of the deltoid effectively. You want to make sure that as you raise the weight up, you want to go until your shoulders are about parallel as well. You don't want to go any higher than about parallel to your body. You just want to raise it up till your arms are about straight out to the side, parallel to the floor, then coming right back down nice and slow and controlled. And on these T raises, we're going to go for a total of 5 sets on these. And we're going to go 15 reps on these T raises. Then we'll move to the next exercise. And to end this push workout, we're going to do tricep kickbacks. And the tricep kickback, compared to other tricep isolation exercises, they're one of the best for tricep muscle development. Kickbacks, when compared to other tricep exercises, gets one of the better results and how much the tricep is actually activated while doing them, which is why they're effective at just building and sculpting strength and muscle in them. The main muscles that you'll target in the tricep kickback is going to be the tricep, but specifically the lateral head is going to get the majority of the emphasis, but it will work all the 3 heads in the tricep. And some key form tips you want to keep in mind is, first, you want to make sure that as you get into that starting position, you want your upper arm to be parallel with your body. As you kick back, having your arm up in this position is the best placement for activating the tricep. You want to keep from swinging your upper arm on the kickback as well, and focus on keeping that arm in the same place and only using your tricep muscle to move the dumbbell back. And as you kick back, you want to kick back until your lower arm is fully extended out. You want to hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds at the end of each rep to really feel the tricep activate, and to keep it under tension for longer for better tricep development. And on these kickbacks, we're going to do a total of 5 sets and 15 reps to end this push workout. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this workout. And before we get out of here, I want to give you guys this verse. And this verse is Colossians 3:2, which says, "Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things." And I wanted to give you guys that verse because I really just want to encourage you guys to focus. I know focus is something that will really be the key when it comes to accomplishing anything and everything that God may have for you to do. And a lot of things in life, whether it be through sin, whether it be through different things that we go through externally in our lives that try to bring and take our focus away from God and from the goals and stuff that we have, it can be a challenge to always keep ourselves in that place where our mind and our thoughts are aligned with what we need, are aligned with where we are trying to go and with the things that God has for us and with the purpose that God has for our life. So I just want to encourage you guys, man, if you guys are struggling with your focus, that's okay. And to refocus, and the best way to refocus is to be able to use the wisdom and the power of God to align our thoughts and our mind with what He has. So relying on God is the best way to keep ourselves focused and to keep ourselves in check. So I just want to encourage you guys to rely and use that power, to rely on the strength and the wisdom of God to keep you focused on anything and the tasks and the day-to-day things that you need to accomplish so that you can become the person that God made you to be. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like. Definitely be sure to comment too, any questions, feedback, concerns. Love to connect with you guys even more, so leave all that in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification as well, as I'm always uploading new content every week to help you enhance your physique, your health, your wellness, and your faith through the foundations of fitness, nutrition, and a relationship with God. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that new content. And be sure to check out some of my other content as well. I'll leave some links in the description to the rest of the parts in this series, as well as some other videos that I have uploaded that I think will further help you in your fitness and wellness journey. And again, I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.